Well, we finally figured out how to fix a rear axle. It was a comedy. Okay, this is Al Wolf's car. We decided there's probably a problem with the rear axle. So Cal and me and Rod and Al got it out. Al did most of the work.
Oh, I think you did.
And we got her out. Now we don't know what to do with it. But we do recognize that it's a rear axle. So we'll pull it apart and see what we got. All right, we're heading out. Al's going to start trying to get that snap ring off in there.
You're going to
And then we take it apart.
Because I don't know how.
Oh, we got the U-joint out. Feel loose?
I mean,
I feel movement there. Not much though.
no,
It's okay.
that's good. Shoot, that's perfect.
That's good.
Well, if you can keep that axle, just wiggle it, see if it'll come off. There you go. There you go. Because every time you hold that axle,
That's all connected.
you're putting pressure right back on the bolts.
All right, pull that spider out of there. Says here.
Hey, Dan. Good, how are you?
The spider in there, that's tight.
Yeah, try it with a screwdriver a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Now let's look at those gears.
Now, see how the gears turn on that? That looks good.
I'll get back to you. What are you thinking? The end of the week this week or beginning of next week? Or
Somebody else in North Carolina, he took it from Maryland, put it in his barn, and he was gonna redo it. Then I got
Yeah, there you are.
Pennsylvania, and
Comes apart like a, what, a 25-piece jigsaw puzzle.
48,
Just look at the back of this gear.
because how many inches done?
Yeah.
Backside,
It's gotta be a truck rim, because the cars and trucks are different. The bolt pattern's different.
Right up there.
They look okay.
I mean that wear up there is okay like that.
They should be nice and shiny.
That's kind of chewed up.
This one's pretty pitted.
Okay, we were able to press out that race and press the new one in. It took a little doing, but we didn't break anything yet.
Riding on this.
Okay, we put the races, we got the old races out of the axle housing. We put new ones in. No, that's too small. And it's going better than we thought. Okay, we're getting the pinion bearing on. It's a little tough. We're trying to, with a wheel puller, put backwards, pushing on the inner race of the bearing, and it's going.
Wait a minute.
Now we're trying to press the pinion bearing onto the pinion shaft. And we're looking for the right thing to press it with. But we've got this little hydraulic press that's working great. We got Big Al, who's supervisor, and he's worried about us breaking his new parts. You have confidence?
I have all the confidence in the world in you guys.
Are we lined up?
Are we lined up?
You're good this way. Are we straight? We gotta be dead, not straight.
Get this thing square.
See, this probably isn't. That tube's probably not flat.
How about this side?
Spin that bearing. Okay.
Probably pretty good there.
I'd say
Okay,
probably
that's tight enough.
I'd say it's looks there without my glasses.
Close enough?
For government
For
work.
government work, yeah.
Okay, new opinion. Good thing they're so cheap. Okay, in review, you're taking the stuff home
I'm taking the stuff home.
and you're gonna play with it, put it together and see if anything fits at all. And then let us know what happens and we'll put it together.
Hopefully everything is good and we don't have to put some new bearings in again.
Okay, the pinion's going in now. He's putting a little lube on it.
Okay, so this is gonna go here.
That goes there. All right, the guys are getting the new pinion and drive shaft into the banjo. Little lube. All right, put him in there.
Okay, I got him.
Hey, that looks good.
Now what?
How tight did you put the pinion on there, Al?
I don't know if we put it on tight enough, but
You were outvoted?
I was outvoted by this group here. Time will tell.
Oh, it was snug. What the heck?
I'm
Bearing
not touching
goes
that
on
bearing.
There. Okay, that looks
Oh,
good.
man.
As long as things keep fitting, let's keep putting them together. Okay, got the little washer in. Here goes the first nut.
And we tighten this nut down.
Put that nut on.
Did you bring?
Okay.
Is it pulling it down? Oop. Pipe wrench is slipping there.
You want to tighten?
Do you want to chase those
The
threads?
bearing is not right going in on that.
Huh?
Well, is it going in when you put a turn on it?
It's just it's such a fine thread on the axle
Yeah.
shaft.
I'm glad I moved my foot.
You want to put some grease on
Well,
that?
let's see if it'll go on.
Is this a Laurel and Hardy show here?
Same thing.
Taking a screwdriver.
Now, who's Laurel and who's Hardy? That's what I want to know. Oh, damn.
Well, we got Larry, Moe, and Curly here, and I'm not sure who is who.
Okay, I got it.
You can't hear it?
This is a fine adjustment of the bearing, of the pinion, so the bearing can get pressed on.
A little.
That's a tough bearing. It can take it. There we go. I bet it'll go on now.
You can see the height.
Now we're gonna sand that collar even more now, till that bearing fits on there. Whoa, there he goes. This is the guy who paid for it, so he's serious. He wants, you don't wanna buy another pinion, huh? Okay, we hope that the pinion bearing's gonna go on this time. We found some emery cloth, made that diameter a little smaller on the pinion collar.
Think we should put more lube on the bearing?
Okay, she's going. Oh, that's right.
Forget it.
Okay, we got the
20
thing
inch
seated.
rounds.
Yeah, just,
We're gonna put both nuts on?
yeah, we need the washer.
Oh, well, you got the washer on there. The
No,
the
we
keeper.
need the lock washer.
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah.
The lock washer.
Lock washer.
We need the
Use
nut.
big nut.
The nut,
Oh,
the big nut.
Okay.
Okay, he's putting the Persian blue on. And we're gonna see if we got a nice peanut pattern with, on the pinion.
mount it in the middle.
Without the axles on.
No, you gotta put the axle
Yeah,
on.
put the axle on.
Why is that? That shouldn't do that. Oh, wait,
No, the bearing will hold.
yeah, but it didn't before.
No, didn't before. So
Yep.
that means we need more bearings on that side, don't we? Or less.
All right, the Laurel and Hardy show combined with the Three Stooges show continues. We've got shims in just now. We've got the pinion in. We got the ring gear in. We'll see if we can turn it and check the pattern on the pinion.
So I have to lift this thing out of here and.
All right, we're tightening things up. Let's see what kind of pattern we have on the pinion.
Just so we can take it back apart and put the axle.
All right, we'll see if it turns. A little backlash there.
So now we gotta turn it.
4 times.
Yeah. Just keep
Oh,
going.
yeah, to hit the whole ring gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had where that wouldn't let the bearing go all the way on.
Okay, we're gonna get the pinion deeper into the ring gear.
Gotcha.
We'll do that with shims.
Because I think it's gonna wear in, don't you, Cal?
He's just.
Well, the saga goes on.
Cal, so I don't wanna do anything more.
I've had enough of this shit.
Okay, this is Al Wolf's car, and we pulled the rear axle, took the backing plates off, got it out, and took it apart, and we're in the process of putting her back together. We've had it together 19 times or more already with all the shims and preload we've been working. And here's the ring gear, and Al's putting some goop on it so we can check the pinion engagement with the ring gear. And we got to chase it down deeper in there because our pattern's still too high. We pressed in all the new races and the seals at the end, and here we put a new bearing and sleeve and seal in this end of the torque tube. So we're getting there. Alright, we've got a keyway that's a bit wide, and we're trying to close it up a little bit. Getting better?
Yeah, it's getting better.
You're about there, okay. That's an old remedy I never knew about. We tried it and checked the pattern. The pattern's way too high, so we're going to take some shims out of one side and put them in the other. Oh! He's already done that. The crosshatch, he said. Oh, okay. Rather than go home and do this, we're doing it in the back of Al's car. Okay, we came back from the shop called, what was it? Ring and Pinion was the name of his shop. And he took the 2 bearings off, took that 5,000 shim out that we put in earlier, and then we put a whole bunch of shims on the other side to drive the pinion, or the ring gear into the pinion to get our preload. So we'll see how it works. Okay. We putting this baby back together, and it should go 5/1000ths further into the pinion. There. Okay, I'm not sure who Laurel is and who Hardy is, but we've been fooling ourselves with a pattern, looking for a wiped off spot, and we find that we must have had too much goop on there. And we have a fine pattern. We just have to get it where we want it. We're going to try it again. All right, here's Stanley over here. He's cleaning the ring gear. And then we're going to put some goop on it and see where our pattern is. If you look here, you see where that high spot, that's where we thought our pattern was, but yet we look closer and it's all wiped down deep into the gear teeth. So we got a fine pattern. Okay, we're getting a nice new coating and making it thin. I think we were thick before on those teeth.
Right now I'm doing a test for a helicoil. I'm going to try putting one in wood. Drilled a hole, now I'm tapping it. Now I have the insertion tool there, and I just spin this, holding this down in place until the helicoil is all the way in. And there is the helicoil inside the piece of wood. Looks good. And now the test. Here's a 3/8 24 bolt, and it's screwing right into the helicoil. Looks like a success. Well, there's the success story. The bolt is in. Okay, I have the assembly all together. Not gasket sealer yet, but I wanted to just see how it turned and everything with it together with the shims that we came up with the other day.
Okay, here's where we are. We're checking the final pattern. We've had everything in and out so many times we can't count. And we're gonna get the pinion chased in that direction by 15 thousandths. That should get us in deeper. We're gonna check the pattern, and if she's okay, we go together. Okay, we're putting the ring gear in. We got the goop on it to check our teeth. We're chasing it just 20 thousandths down deeper toward the pinion. See if we get a better pattern. Alright, we got the lock nut on and the keeper's in the middle there. Now we're going to fold the keeper over on both of the nuts and we should be okay. This is the gasket slash shim department. Trying to get 15 and 8s and 10s and 13s all together so we get the right amount on the banjo housing. We know what we want, we just have to get them there.
For the numbers on my wife.
Yeah, well, get the right set of shims there. Are you happy?
Getting there.
Lordy.
35, right?
35. Bingo.
30.
All right, God bless us one and all. We're through with this guy. He's ready to go in. And I just wanted to say goodbye to that pinion. The last time anybody's going to see that for a while. It says here. Got the torque tube on. We're ready to button her up. Okay, we got that baby in there. Got both axles in. They seem to turn almost the right way they're supposed to. Okay, here's the closing ceremony. It says here, Al's finishing up his career with the rear axle rebuild. Never again, he says.
This is it. Hopefully.
Hey, all right. Where's your bottle of champagne?
We could use one, couldn't we?
Okay, we even got the speedometer gear in there and the snap ring. We've had it in and out so many times we're good at it. And Al's gonna paint this baby. It does turn, the wheels seem to go round and round. So we did find that we put goop on the banjo housing bolts there, and that means we get to retorque it for a few days because that seems to ooze out. I don't know what that does to our preload, but we think we're done now. It's putting her back together. And here's where she goes. Pretty little A. Okay, the new brake job is supposed to get new seals in there, bearing seals, and we found they weren't. So we finally got the snap ring out and the old one's out and the new one's in. So we're okay, the drums are ready to go. And over here we just slid the rear end assembly under the car. Al has put on the backing plates, and we're gonna hook up the U-joint and see if we make it go round and round. Okay, we got the rear end in, we got the U-joint in, we got the little shell over here put together, and we got to tighten him up. And now he's tightening the shackle bolts. We got those in. The spring spreader's still on. We'll take that off in a minute. We're getting close. Okay, he's got the fun job of tightening up that stupid clamshell down there. I hate those bolts. And then we're going to start it and see if the axles might turn. All right, we're going to start her up and see. Still got a little more bolts to tighten down there, but they're clear. And
Is everything clear underneath there?
everything's clear here. We don't have the drums on, but that's okay. Pull that spark down a little bit. Yeah. All right, put it in first and put it in third. Quiet as a mouse. Okay, we're through with it. Al's gonna put the brake rods on and tighten up a few things, put the drums on. You shouldn't have to adjust your brakes. And we're done. And next time we'll see this baby, it'll be riding around. You okay with all that?
I'm okay, and I appreciate all the help from the oak leaf.
It's all together and it sounds quiet as a mouse. Good job, Oak Leaf.